Hello YouTube, this is Travis Dunn with MDL, coming to you May 11th, 2015. And first I want to apologize for last week's vlog. I was doing something kind of goofy and I was trying to do it in a hurry, and unfortunately the video encoding for whatever reason didn't work. So I basically had a still image and then the audio that I'd recorded separately. So that's why last week you didn't see my face. And but I didn't have enough time to reshoot, and it seemed like everything was just going wrong, so I didn't, I just put together the vlog with the audio that I had and threw in some images to, fill it up. So, speaking of new things, as I said, I was talking about doing my vlogs and all my videos on my phone, and I'm finally to the point where I can do that. I went today, picked up a tripod adapter mount for a smartphone, which is how I'm shooting with you today. And I also picked up this wonderful little gizmo, which has a 1/4-20. It's got little slots where I can set the adjustment, and then so I can put the smartphone mount here, and I can use it like this or use it like this. I can put my DSLR on it. This is really light, mostly plastic with nice foam grip. Should make for some nice steady video. And then later, if I decide to get a boom mic or an LED light, I can add it onto the top as well. So kind of cool. I did a little bit of shooting with this just to experiment. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. It should help my videos whenever I'm shooting around. The other thing I got, if you notice, I'm using my lapel mic. I actually like it a little bit better as far as recording, but I also picked up an Olympus digital recorder. And I'll give you a fair warning for those of you that decide to go this route. Be prepared to spend a little more money than you think. Didn't even occur to me. I bought almost the cheapest one you could find at Best Buy, and unfortunately all it does is record. It records, it plays back. That's all it does. No USB interface, no way to transfer it to a computer, and obviously I need that feature to add these to my videos. Also it comes with a microphone at the end, so if I happen to be doing an interview, I can kind of just use this like a boom mic. So far the first test, the sounds really good. It's really sensitive, and I think it'll make my videos more consistent, and I'm definitely getting good loud audio. So since I didn't shoot on Sunday, I want to hopefully everybody, all the mothers out there, had a happy Mother's Day. I did get my wife some gifts. One I returned today. I bought 50 Shades of Grey on Blu-ray, and she's like, I don't really want it. She's like, it didn't get very good reviews, and she's like, I really haven't sat down and read the book, so it's like, I don't want to ruin it. So, go figure. So, today I will be drinking Do Shine. For any of you that remember some years back, they call it Pepsi Crystal. Most people refer to it as Pepsi Clear. They're basically doing the same thing with Mountain Dew. They're also doing, this is made with real sugar, so no corn syrup. And it is quite good. At least I think it is. So, don't be surprised to see me drinking. And just for the record, this is not an alcoholic drink. So, this is a regular soda drink. And anytime it comes in a bottle, it's really good. You'll see. I'm not a big Coke fan. Give me a bottle of almost to the point of frozen Coke in a bottle. I think they call it Mexican Coke, which is kind of an oxymoron. I will just tear them up. They're horribly expensive, but it's the only way I really like Coca-Cola. So, but anyway, so there's a couple of different reasons why my vlog is obviously late today. One of the reasons obviously is Mother's Day. This was my long week, so I slept in a little bit. And once I got up and got going, we decided to, my wife went to Target and we had us extra discount off a one-day shop, and she used it. And the thing is, we can use it all day, but we can't, we can go back. It's just that one day and that's it. So I was like, I was planning on using it for a couple of other things. It's like, can we go back and do some summer shopping is basically what it comes down to. So I picked up another pair of shorts. My son, I think we picked up like 4 pairs of shorts. My daughter picked up some shorts and a dress. And she picked up a new bathing suit. Oh, and Austin picked up a new bathing suit for him. Unfortunately, the one I wanted, I couldn't find in my size. I wanted Star Wars, go figure. But, yeah, couldn't find it in my size, so I have to try again another day. No big deal. Kind of spent too much money anyway. Speaking of the weather, it's been really warm this past week. We've been seeing 80s and 90 degree weather. It's been kind of odd for this time of year even. So this week I took the bike out, rode it to work. I even took it out for about an hour or so earlier in the week, but one day this week I took it to work. I even did a selfie of me at work with the bike. But today, that being the other reason why the vlog's a little late, I was trying to get all the outside work done before the weather came in, because we had a storm front I knew was coming through. Well, then we ended up having tornado warnings. Yay me. So, needless to say, well, this was like right after the warning had finished up and the lightning had quit. So, that's the other reason why this vlog will be a little late today, getting posted. And I also did some other did another video, did an unboxing of the new power supply for my computer. I got a Corsair AX750, and it's going to give me the option to do SLI should I decide to do that. It also gave me the ability to put that in my son's computer behind me and put my GTX 560 in so he can actually utilize it. So it was about $70. My wife's gonna kill me when she finds out how much I spent, because like I said, this was a lot more expensive than I was planning. In fact, it was pretty much double. And then I bought the power supply. I bought some new RAM for my computer to help out with some of the videos. So I'm rocking 16 gigs of RAM now. He's now got 8 in his. And then obviously the little toys for recording. And with Origins coming up here in just a few weeks, I wanted to have everything ready so I could just shoot and record, which is partly the other reason why I wanted this, so that I could totally, utilize my phone and record while we're there. So that was pretty much that. I've also been working on getting the pool cleaned out. I've got it mostly drained. It's down to about the last 2 inches of water, which is about as low as the plug, just below where the plug is. And I went and got a shop vac. Got a big 10-gallon. It was on sale. I kind of need a shop vac anyway. My last one burned up, and I haven't replaced it. So every time I need to vacuum out the cars and do stuff that that a shop vac's good for, I just don't have it. I haven't had it to use. So, like I said, I got a new shop vac. I've been using it to try to drain out, but it's going to take forever. I think at some point I'm going to have to finally jump in that pool and start vacuuming out and trying to get all the get the leaves out either manually or with shop vac. We'll see what ends up working out. But I actually want to have it set up for Memorial Day weekend. Even though we probably won't be home that weekend, I want it ready to go should we decide to go swimming, or any day after that. Love that. So kids are wrapping up school. We got a few more weeks left. Austin, he's always tested really high in his class. In fact, he's usually the top 2 or 3%. I think the lowest he's been is maybe the top 5%. And for whatever reason, we've never, I guess the process is that when they test high, they're supposed to send you a letter in the mail, say, hey, can we test for advanced classes? We've never gotten that letter. So, since with Girl Scouts, we're friends with many of the teachers in the district. So they're like, well, here's the person you need to talk to. Just give them a call. Here's their number, blah, blah, blah. So that's what we did. My wife called him up, said, hey, my son's always tests really high. He's really bored in school. He never brings home homework, and he gets pretty much A's and maybe a B or two here and there. But he always, like I said, he tests really good. And so they're gonna test him for advanced classes, and we'll see where that goes. But like I said, he's always tested well, especially math and science. Which, to be honest, I'm kind of jealous. I suck. I do all right in the science portion of it, but if there's math involved, I suck. I always have. I've always struggled with math, and I don't know why. I always joked that I was missing a math coprocessor. But, go figure. I also want to thank those of you who have watched me and Doc's Star Wars video in that discussion. So I think it's got 15 or 16 views or something, like 14 or 16 views. It's either first or second number of views that I've had for the channel. So thank you for watching that. I thought it was a pretty good discussion, even though it wasn't as good as the first one. I wish that first one could have came out the way I wanted. But we did get an announcement this week, another Star Wars announcement. And I should have put a bet down for this one, but Disney Infinity 3.0 is going to be Star Wars based. 2.0, for any that doesn't know, 2.0 was, the Marvel, so your Avengers, your Spider-Man, those type of things, was mostly the part of 2.0. 3.0, like I said, it's going to be Star Wars. And I thought for sure I was done buying that stuff. Because I'll be honest, Austin hasn't really played, and even he admitted he hasn't really played Infinity much. He's mostly been Skylanders, which is the other version of that, of what I call the other version of that game. But he, obviously he's going to be, him and I are both excited for Star Wars. I'm going to have to buy it. I'm pretty much going to have to buy every freaking, it's another $300 or $400. I spent a fortune on those games. So, go figure. But, it's Star Wars, so I have to buy it. So, the other thing I wanted to talk about, I guess a Supreme Court, I don't know if it's Supreme Court, one of the higher courts have ruled that the NSA bulk data collection is illegal. For most of you who don't know, the Patriot Act, which parts of it are about to expire, or coming up in about another month, gave the NSA extra powers to do surveillance of Americans for the sake of national security, which ultimately is stopping terrorism. They kind of skirted the rules of what that meant, and went, okay, we want all the data. Or Verizon apparently is one of the notorious discussions as far as the bulk phone data collection. So, they're basically gobbling up everybody's data and trying to tie it, using algorithms and stuff. And even they say they've got more data than they can physically process. And I don't remember exactly where it was right off the top of my head, but the NSA recently built a new data center just to house all that kind of data. But like I said, the court ruled that the NSA's bulk collection was never authorized by Congress, but in the same boat, they didn't say, okay, you have to stop right away or you have to destroy it. Pretty much at this point, they went, we need to wait and see. It's illegal. pretty much you will probably have to stop, but Congress, because it's getting rid of that part of it, it's about to be renewed or not renewed based on whatever Congress decides to do with that part of the Patriot Act, is going to determine what their ability to collect data in the future is going to be. And frankly, I think this has been grossly misused, as the court pretty much told the NSA. And they instead of just going after people who they think are terrorists, they pretty much went after as many people as they could go after, with the thought that we'll collect all this data and then try to sort of figure out, well, based on this, that, and the other, they might be under, put them under terrorist watch. So, go figure. It's the U.S. government. It seems like every time you turn around, they're trying to take more and more freedom from us, and for the sake of security and freedom. And what happened in 9/11 undeniably was horrible, but we made some really rash decisions out of that 9/11, and the Patriot Act was one of them. No matter what you feel about the Iraq War and whatever happened after 9/11, ultimately at home we lost a lot of our freedoms, and we need to reel back our freedom. And it's just, it's one of those things that we're giving government agencies so much power with no or little oversight, and now that clearer heads have come about, that discussion really needs to be had. And both that part, like I said, that one part of this is about to come up to be expired. There are some people that are trying to renew it as is. Some people are trying to change it. Some people are trying to repeal it. And ultimately, we will see what happens. But I really hope that, for the most part, that stuff does not get renewed at all. Like I said, it's grossly misused and abused. And like I said, we need to reel back some of that power that we've given government agencies without oversight. And that, frankly, oversight these days seems to always be some congressional group of some sort that don't really give a damn. They don't give a damn about us. And all they care about is money. They care about their re-election. So the only time they care about us is when we go apeshit about something. So, that's pretty much my feeling on that matter. Try to think of anything else. Took the wife out yesterday to Logan's. Let her buy a really expensive meal. Doing the right thing, because I knew I was about to spend some money that I probably shouldn't. But I want to make the channel better, and I want to have some more fun doing it. And I think this, like I said, these other things that I bought will definitely improve the quality and will help me in the editing process. Now that I'm going to be using 99% of the time using my phone for all my videos, I basically will only have two settings that I will be using. One will be my 1080p, which is what I'm shooting this. The other will be my 4K mode, which I've still only can record 5 minutes. So until I can get that limit removed, most of my vlogs and my long things are all going to be in 1080p or 1080i or something 1080, whatever this particular thing shoots. So just also I wanted to let everybody know, going forward, any of my videos that I shoot in 4K, in one of the corners, I haven't decided which corner I have a feeling I'm going to do this corner. I'll put 4K in the corner of the video. That way that I shot this in 4K, it was edited in 4K. It will also help me go back and look at anything I do in 4K and maybe see, how many people are actually viewing my 4K videos. So, like I said, I will make note to, probably in the description and in the video, anytime I shoot in 4K, I'll put it in one of the corners. And I had a lot of fun with the aquarium video, which if you haven't watched, you should go watch it. It's a neat video. I think I could have cleaned it up a little bit. I did try to edit it a little bit of a hurry, but overall I think the video turned out pretty nice, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more videos in 4K. But at least for now, they're going to be Stitch videos mostly. So look forward to that coming forward. Me and Doc still we're really wanting to do the YouTube channel, but him and I still have not come up with a name. I still have one or two that I'll call on my long list, not necessarily my short list, but we just haven't come up with that name that kind of stands out or really goes with us. And I'm hoping to have that. I really wanted to have that before Origins, but I just got a funny feeling that's not going to happen. So more than likely my Origin videos are going to be on this channel. And we'll, like I said, that's coming up here in just a couple of weeks, the first weekend in June, to be exact. So looking forward to that. I know the kids are getting excited both to be out of school. My daughter's like, she can't wait to get in the pool. She's like, when's it ready, Dad? When's it ready, Dad? When's it ready, Dad? Oh, she's driving me nuts. She's at that age. So, but, you know, anyway, I think that's where I'm going to end the video today. I really thought this was going to be a little longer-winded video than what it was. Like I said, hopefully all the mothers, grandmothers all had a happy Mother's Day. I know my wife did for the most part. At least she got to spend time with us and with each other, even though it was shopping. But at least she didn't hear me bitch about money. I'll be doing that in a few weeks, I'm sure. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. So everybody have a good day, have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Later.